Yo, how's it going, everyone? For the past few months, I have been designing and building my own custom 1000 subscriber play button. I am going to take you through the entire process in a way where hopefully you'll learn a thing or two, but also try to make it fun with at least one cool surprise that you'll want to stick around for. First of all, I need to figure out how big this play button is going to be, as well as what this play button is going to be made out of. I know that I want it to somewhat resemble a real play button, so I want something similar in size, around 9 inches wide, 12 inches tall, and about half an inch thick. There are lots of different machinable metals, like brass, copper, and stainless steel, but the most economically efficient, aka the cheapest, is aluminum. It is strong, malleable, and easily bought online, so all I have to do is search for aluminum of the required size and for the best price, and I should simply be able to... Acrylic! It's way cheaper, still machinable, it comes in lots of different colors. This'll work. Secondly, any good build requires a good, thorough design. With the help of my moderators, I used CAD software to create a detailed 3D model of what the design will look like. If you would like to see a playlist of all of my collaborative design streams, there will be a playlist linked in the description. In summary, I will be using 2 1/4-inch acrylic sheets, one blue and one yellow, and I will stack them both on top of each other, cutting the YouTube logo into the blue one, as well as cutting holes in both sheets to allow for nuts and bolts to hold it all together. I will also engrave congratulatory text on the blue plate with my name in the Fortnite font, of course. Not only will I have the text engraved on the front, I will also have text engraved on the back, but mirrored horizontally. This way, when I show it on stream with my mirrored camera setup, you will all be able to read it. But, to be honest, we still felt like something was just missing. To help us out, we figured that we should chat with someone who has experience with YouTube play buttons. I called a pal who happens to have a few play buttons himself to see what he thinks we should add.
Your own play button. Man, that's interesting. You know, PewDiePie has like the fist. You know, like the 100 million subscriber fist or something like that. If I could have my own play button, I would make it more like a trophy rather than a thing that goes on the wall. Obviously, you get like, you know, the little panel, it goes on the wall, the little like, I guess it's kind of like a trophy. I'm looking at it right now. It's basically a picture frame. It's a glorified picture frame. I would make it more like an actual trophy, you know, maybe like put like the YouTube symbol on it, maybe like glass or something around it, you know, engrave your name in it, that kind of thing. Make it more like a, you know, like a sports trophy or something. I think that might be interesting. But yeah, best of luck to you. Good luck. Have fun in college and keep up the good work.
Now, as crazy cool as it was to receive a personalized video from Creekcraft, he didn't exactly give me a whole lot to work with. The key points were to make it a trophy, never mind it already is a trophy, but still, make it a trophy, and put some glass on it. Glass? So, I'm not using glass, but I will try to turn this award into more of a trophy. Rather than redesign the entire award, I will 3D print a separate stand that will hold up the award. I designed a stand that will hold the plate at a 20-degree angle, and I'll admit, it looks cool. Only problem is, once again, budgeting. To save some money, I redesigned the part to stand straight up. This design will be sent to a 3D printer for me to pick up later. Now that the design is ready, I can finally start building the play button. I used Adobe Illustrator to configure the laser cutting vector file. Now I just need the actual material to arrive, and I believe it should be arriving within the next few days. Got it. And sweet! It has a brown sort of covering on each side just to protect it. You can see that it is blue and yellow, which is actually they're really nice shades of blue and yellow. Didn't expect that, but that's awesome. Now that I have the acrylic and the laser cutting file, it is time for the fun part. After setting the blue acrylic into the laser cutter and loading the vector file, the machine went to work. While you watch some of this process, let me tell you a little bit about the machine. The laser cutter uses an 80-watt carbon dioxide laser that is so powerful that it can controllably vaporize any material in its path. This laser is mounted to a 2-axis rail system that can allow the laser to accurately and efficiently move to any point in the designated 24 by 24 inch area. And man, it does an absolutely incredible job. And now it is time to start engraving both sides of the blue plate. Here's the clip of the engraving process, and I promise you, this part of the video is not sped up. It is absolutely insane how quickly the laser cutter can engrave stuff. The laser cutter is so precise, both in its movement and in its power, so it is able to engrave this text into the acrylic sheet. As I speed up the process, you will begin to see the text taking form. Once this was done, I flipped the acrylic over and started engraving the backside. I finally finished up by cutting out the yellow plate. I'm going to speed through these two clips because they're basically the same as the previous clips. I finished cutting just in time because now my 3D printed stand is complete. It looks really, really nice and I can't wait to put the plate inside of it. And finally, all I have to do is put everything together. I will be using these M4 22mm bolts and M4 nuts to hold everything together. I don't want to use a fastener that will permanently fasten the two plates together because I still want to easily be able to flip the blue side whenever I want to. It is really easy to put it all together. All I have to do is put a bolt through the front and fasten a nut to the back of each bolt. On average, it takes me about a minute to a minute and a half to complete this entire process. And there you have it. I can now slip this plate into its stand, and when I do, I can let it stand on its own now, which is really, really cool. If you have any questions about this project, feel free to let me know in the comments, or you can ask me during future live streams. And if you want to see me work on more projects like this, definitely let me know. This was a ton of fun to work on. And once again, thank you all so much again for 1,000 subscribers. I really, really appreciate it. I'll see you all later, alright? Later, y'all.